I hope everybody's enjoying their Pride Month, and we are back again with another video where we play a Pride-inspired game, and this time we have To Kill Eros. Yes, I know, interesting name. But this story, as listed on Steam, is a drama-filled BL visual novel exploring the flavors of love and the depth between people who join hands, while also blaming Eros for everything. Of course. So yeah, let's get straight into this recently released new BL visual novel. And yes, I do want to say that the art style was the main component in me picking this game. So let's get straight to it. Ooh, look at this. This says start. I was thinking, where's the start button, right? I only see load, options, extra, and quit. But this is the start button, so let's get into it. And I hope there is voice acting in there because that saves my voice a bit. Okay, let's click it. And let's see. Oh, okay, I need to read again. Here we go. I have too many imperfections. This dry, cracked shell that I live in each day. Unrefined hands. Claws that scratch when I cling to people. Eyes that bore into them full of greed and expectation. Insatiable. Unfathomable. A mouth that incoherent sprouts anything to keep them close. Lies, manipulation, deceit, desperation, selfishness, possessiveness, obsessiveness. Are these lovable traits? Can you look past them? Oh gosh, this is not gonna be good, right? Eek. Oh. Kwaishmere City, alleyway, 3 a.m. Oh gosh. Oh, it's kind of... there's a lot of paint here. Red paint. Let's leave it at that. Bounding through the streets, rain pelted my skin. The wind whipped and tore past me, pushing against me with resistance. Back off, says Melrose. My voice rang out through heaves of uneven breaths, paired with the swift strike of metal colliding against alleyway bricks. Not far behind was a set of rampaging feet, splashing about the wet pavement with no intention of stopping. Won't you get away from me? Oh, that's an angry man. Another swift strike and the steel echoed off the nearest pole I had only passed a second ago, my heart nearly torn through my chest. The sensation of 1,000 needles plagued the bottom of my heels, and the calves of my legs threatened to burst. My drenched jacket made it hard to move. Leave me alone! Ah! My shoes caught in a pothole on the sidewalk, throwing me forward. If I lingered for even a second longer, the next swing he gave would have landed on my left shoulder. Losing one shoe, I kicked off the other for better balance. Hey, you should have thought about that when I told you to stay away from Handy. Who's Handy? I didn't know who you were. It was true. I never met him a day in my life, but he hounded me anyway. Talking to him was like communicating with a wall. I don't care about your damn excuses! Running from him became harder. Crossing the bridge to escape was out of the question, and I didn't know where to run to next. My home was in the complete opposite direction, and I had nothing on me to defend myself. No opening to call the police. If anyone saw us, they did a good damn job of ignoring it. At 3 a.m., most people were at home, sleeping in the comfort of their beds. And then there was me, being chased by a scorned, bleeping lunatic. Asher Melrose! I hoisted myself onto the bridge railing and threw a leg over just as the voice rang out from an oncoming car. The headlights beamed a blinding light that stopped both me and my assailant in our tracks. Listen, Asher, just go home and stop this, okay? So you can tell me not to worry about him? Nah, no freaking way, Handy. Please, Asher, can we just go home and talk about it? I won't ever talk to him again. I promise. Am I a joke to you? You said that about the last one. What is happening here? Okay. He's kind of psychotic. With his back turned to me, I only had now to escape. I didn't think Hendy could calm him down for me. He was far too angry. I had to do something or else he'd surely bludgeoned me to death. So I took a deep breath and threw myself into the lake beneath the bridge. Well, that's a good idea. Oh. Nalmont apartment, 5 a.m. The apartment floor glistened freshly from the trail of water I'd left behind. The landlady made it her personal mission to mop it up the moment I entered. She'd just woken up and seeing my state prompted her concern. Aww. Almost immediately my body sank into the couch like a stone, wet and cold against the cushion, far too tired to talk about anything yet. I laid there, wavering between consciousness for roughly a few minutes before one of the other doors in the apartment opened. Out came a young woman, my roommate and best friend of about 14 years now. Aww, Marlo! What the hell happened? Why are you soaking wet? Take those off right now. She tugged at the back of my jacket, trying to peel me up from behind. Unfortunately, I was too tired to move. Can you let me lay here for a bit? Hell no, get up! Yeah, buddy, tell me, is this Hendy's doing? I slowly sat up, leaned against the backrest, while she took a seat on the dry cushion beside me. The last time we spoke, I told her I'd stay at his place for the night, so the assumption wasn't far-fetched. Getting me to talk about it was another issue. There was something humiliating about being in the same situation again. Not once, not twice. How many times? Not even just a third or a fourth time. Frankly, the window for hearing any I told you so's had passed. I'd rather that we didn't make a big deal about it anymore. Marlo continued to look at me with the same concerned face she always wore whenever I showed up looking nuts, waiting for me to tell her. Some guy named Asher popped over to his place unannounced and caught us together. The situation got sticky after that. Sticky? Sticky? It was not sticky! It was dangerous! Marlo furrowed her brows and kept listening attentively. Turns out Asher is Hendy's boyfriend of 3 years. Oh, you're the side boy. Bad boy. They've had this thing where Hendy apparently cheated on him before too. What? So he made you walk home by yourself? Walk home, yes, of course. He ran. May, what did he do? The alarm on her face increased upon my remark, and the small sense of humor I felt about the situation drained away, replaced by disgust and fear. He didn't do anything, and by that I mean literally nothing. His boyfriend chased me with a metal bat from his apartment to Casimir Bridge. For real? If I hadn't thrown myself into the lake, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you. He was literally trying to kill me. That's not a good thing. Oh my God. Are you okay? Are you not hurt anywhere, right? Minus aching feet and stiffness in my back? Nope. Thank goodness. You need to file a report with the police, Sonny. It might cause trouble for Hendy. Earning that boy's approval is the last thing you need to be worrying about right now. That Asher sounds dangerous. That's right, May. As far as I'm concerned, you need to cut him off entirely. I opened my mouth to retort, but she denied me the opportunity, grabbing a fistful of my soaked sleeve. We are not gonna keep going through this. When they show their asses, you leave. Yes? ... May, come on. This is getting crazy. I mean, crazy is like normal for you at this point, but love isn't like this, dude. Well, it must be nice to know what that's like, right, Mar? Marlo shook her head and rolled her eyes, struggling to get her point across. Don't do that. Not now, honestly. You don't need him. You don't need any of these jerks who keeps tossing you around. Annoyance cropped up inside me and my lips curled into a mock smile. It's so easy for you to say, look at you go. Stop being an ass, okay? I'm saying you deserve someone who loves you. Are we not in agreement on this? We are. Then what is your problem? I have to settle for what I can get. That's my problem. Aw, poor boy. No, you don't. Miss or Mr. Right will show up. I believe that for you. Just like you believed in praying to what's-his-face for your current fiancé. His name is Eros, the god of love. And yes, I'm sure that helped me find Esmond. The redding of her cheeks made the twisted feeling inside my chest intensify. I could hardly hold back the furl of my lips. A pure love that she found by praying to the very thing that held a long-standing connection to my family. But love in almost every form eluded me. Aw, he's so sad. So I just have to be loveless until the good old Eros shoots my future partner in the heart and says it's finally time for Melrose to experience genuine affection. I guess. No, what? You have people that love you, Melrose. I don't want people. I want a person. Then I'll love you. You and I both know that's not what I want to hear right now. Aw, but she's cute. She's nice. Marlo couldn't look at me after that. It had taken everything in me not to say something even worse. She wasn't to blame for my poor luck, and it was wrong to take it out on her as if it was. I shouldn't have said that, but deep inside, it felt good. Okay, it's been a night. Before we say anything else that could, I'm sorry. No, not right now. Let's just go to bed, okay? Take these soaked clothes off, will you? Yeah. Aw. I'll see you in the morning. I mean, like when the sun is up. It's already morning, girl. With that, she disappeared into her room and closed the door behind her. The landlady took a seat in a chair next to the TV, playing some late-night movie. Oh? She didn't look at me, but her body faced me. I imagined that she had something to say about our dispute. Lecture me. Marlo was more like a granddaughter to her. I was her grandson. Don't think she enjoyed my upsetting her. You want to yell at me, don't you? That discussion was between you and Marlo. It has no place for me. She grabbed the remote from the coffee table, and turned the channel to the 5 a.m. news, making sure the volume was a soft murmur alongside her voice. However, I believe you owe her a sincere apology. You don't want to leave things like that, with her leaving and all. Oh yeah, she's leaving to go to her true love. Right. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, that's why the boxes are there. I was thinking, why are the boxes there? A fiancé meant changing everything we had. The boxes around the apartment were starting to increase, and she would be gone soon. Far too soon. Not that I hated Esmond. He was perfect for her. Sometimes too perfect. As if Eros had the time of his life finding her the absolute best match in the world. I'm happy for her, but it's something I've wanted for so long, and well, something else. We both came from nothing, but she managed to find someone who actually wanted her. And a quick little prayer to Eros made that happen one night? Ha! Laughable. But it is entirely hard to believe. I rose from the couch and dragged myself to the fridge. We are running low on groceries again. A note I left for myself to deal with later. Instead, I took a can of beer from the lower drawer and helped myself to it. Now that's I'm gonna lecture you on. Beer at 5 a.m. You're starting the day off wrong, Sonny. Yesterday isn't over until I go to sleep. That's me. I dragged my heels towards the room behind her as she continued to watch the television. Under what conclusion? My own. Good night, Grandma. She gave my arm a light pat in passing.
Don't sleep in those clothes.
Okay. Okay, Grandma, we won't. Ooh, okay. Oh, there's a nice collection of DVDs, books, and everything. I like it. Good computer setup. Yeah, nice room. Not a lot going other than that trash bag that looks like it could have a dead body in there, but hey, who am I to judge? I went into my room and closed the door, surrounded by darkness and the sound of a ceiling fan set to low speed. I remember sitting down on my bed. I don't remember removing the wet clothes. Okay. Doesn't remember that. Nelmont apartment at 12 p.m. 3 weeks have passed since that incident. Oh wow, we did a time skip. Marlo and I had long since resumed talking like we usually did, and the boxes are gone also. Hurtful words were the least of my offenses to her after all these years, but she warned me that if I ever responded to her declaration of love like that again, then she'd never say it again, no matter how much I begged her to. Considered that a fair punishment. The slowly overcrowded apartment started to feel emptier, and Marlo was spending way less time here. Walking into her room, I realized just how barren the space was. This was just a means for laying her head down while she was away from home. Her new home was with Esmond, across town where the people were nicer and the buildings were prettier. Just a prince taking his princess to his humble abode, leaving me to my own devices. Poor boy, he's so sad. I'd never truly lived alone before. There was always someone to fill the space. One may say even now I wasn't fully alone.
I'll have yours done soon. You shouldn't leave them lying around even if they're clean.
Yes, Grandma. Ooh, he's wearing a different outfit. Yeah, not if Grandma had anything to say about it. She lived in the flat next door, but since taking Marlo and me as tenants, she found herself in our apartment regularly. Nelmont apartment functioned primarily by her family. She has been running them for years and awaiting the day that one of her children returns to operate them in her stead. I recall her drunken declaration of adopting us as her kids not long after we first moved in. Something about how the top floor of the building felt eerie on her end of it sometimes. Regardless, it may not have officially been inked, but she made it clear in the way she spoke it to us.
Why are there so many crazy buffoons these days? Bless their hearts.
I looked up from my notepad to find her blocking the TV, eyes focused on the screen, a hamper of what appeared to be my laundry still locked between her underarm and hip. What? She looked over her shoulder at me and pressed the power button on the TV before turning on the vintage radio that she gifted to us. A station of old tunes filled the room.
Just the unusual being usual is all. Don't worry your head about it.
The unusual being usual, huh? That sounds weird. Oh, a package. She approached me, rummaging through her pants pockets for something. An old, worn, hand-sized envelope with some kind of sturdy thing inside. It took a moment to recognize it as a letter I'd received from a relative. One I'd thrown out years ago after being upset that they never reached out to me when my parents died. I hadn't seen it in 4 years. Where did you get this?
Just the other night, Marlo came to me and told me to give this back to you. Said she'd forgot that she'd been keeping it all this time.
She placed it in my palm and cracked a faint smile. Her eyes twinkled with interest.
You should open it. See what's inside.
Part of me didn't want to. Feeling just a bit of same disdain as before, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. If not just to please her, I opened the envelope and pulled out a wooden case.
A wooden case? What is it? A pair of glasses?
A pair of glasses made with a prescription just for you?
If it was, would you gift it to me, Sonny?
I'd humor it. Oh, that's a nice pen. But it wasn't a pair of fancy glasses. In fact, it was a vintage rose gold fountain pen with a red sharp embedded into it. With a red shard embedded into it.
It looks priceless. Didn't you speak of something about this from your mother?
I continued to stare at the item and recalled my mother musing about an item owned by my great-great-grandmother, something that fueled the wild stories of Eros and my family. My mother always wanted it when she was younger, but my grandmother kept her distance from my great-great-grandmother because of her strange babbling and habits. Mother never got to play with her, let alone touch the pen. Yeah, did Mar say where she found it?
No, just that she'd kept it to give back to you when you were ready for it. She said you'd throw it in the trash.
I did. I thought it was gone forever. But she had it? I can't believe it.
What was the story behind the pen again? Something involving the tale of Eros and such. I know you two had a thing for mentioning it when you arrived here.
The tale of Psyche. The pen is a family keepsake passed from generation to generation. Rather, what's inside it? A smooth texture dragged across my finger as I directed her attention to the shard ingrained in the intricately designed pen. My mother once told me that it had been a kaleidoscope at a point in my great-great-grandmother's life. Great-great. It had changed forms across decades, centuries even. The only consistent thing about the keepsake was the red shard embedded in it. The venerable treasure, the broken piece from Eros' arrow. Okay, from Eros' arrow. It's so difficult. It's the remnant from Eros' arrow, the one that Psyche took and fired at him once he had gotten close enough to her. Oh, he caused her so much emotional turmoil. And when she finally at her wit's end from all of his mischiefs, she took her revenge by shooting him with his own arrow. I lost a lot of the story over the years, but contrary to the tale, my mother loved the story and she loved Eros, going as far as comparing him to my father. Hard to believe a man as chivalrous as my father could be anything like that selfish clown of a god. Never had I ever seen him make my mother cry or suffer before their passing. They were a perfect match too.
Is that the tale? I remember hearing something like he shot himself. You see, he felt that there was only so much that he could do to give everyone true love and care, so he gave up his body to the earth to spread love across the planet.
Are you sure that you're remembering the tale right, Grandma?
I don't know, Sonny. I hardly pay attention to the stuff as much as Marlo does. Young people are quite into the whole praying to the god of love thing than us single old folks.
You didn't believe it in your youth either?
No, of course not. To me, it was all just as silly as fortune reading and horoscopes. But I enjoy listening to my French gush about it. Even my late husband said something about praying to meet me. Hopeless romantics are adorable.
Not so sure if that was just a hopeless romantic thing. Pretty sure people just wanted something to put their faith into. Very much true. So what is that fountain pen gonna do for us? Eventually, she returned to her own apartment and left me alone. Oh, save for grabbing some food and a drink or going to the bathroom, I did nothing today except scribble or scroll through social media. What's new? My days off were boring if there were no plans to spend with another person. Marlo was busy, and our other friends were more like acquaintances than someone I'd invite to drink or hang out without her. I just had myself as company. Oh, he's so sad. Occasionally, my eyes gazed at my phone, resting on the coffee table. Guess she really meant it. Hendy hadn't sent anything since that night. 3 whole weeks of fighting the urge to text him, fighting the urge to call him, hoping that maybe he would reach out to me. For nearly 8 months, the two of us had been in an intimate relationship. Aww. I spent most of my time with him to fill the emptiness that formed after Marlowe and Esmond became exclusive. He listened to me talk about being alone. He listened to me talk about feelings insignificant. He only listened. But did he ever absorb what I said? Did he even care? 8 whole months, and he didn't care about a single thing I said or did. Only what he could get out of me. Ugh! A sour taste filtered at the back of my throat, and I reached for the wine cooler on the table to wash it down. My notepad was full of scribbles and scratches of tattoo designs. Designs I used to cover the potential mistakes I made, but each one had some kind of visual meaning for me. The forms and shapes that came to my mind easily became evasive. Too many blanks, frustratingly drawn. I couldn't focus on what I wanted it to look like. I couldn't create how I felt through the art. Annoyingly, my gaze kept falling on the phone ever so often. His number probably hasn't changed. Don't call him, dude, don't. Oh, please, somebody hold him down. He should not call his cheating ex. Okay? I rubbed my left template, clenched the pen in my hand, shoving my eyes down to the page again. Don't call him. I jumped into the lake. He probably isn't aware that I survived. Maybe he thinks my phone got damaged too. No, don't text him. No, don't do it. Asher's likely with him, so he'll probably can't spare a second to talk with me. He doesn't care. He's probably trying to protect me. It's been 3 weeks since Asher tried to kill me. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Why didn't he at least check on me once? Maybe he already tried to text or call me. I extended my hand to the phone, feeling the coolness of the untouched screen against my fingertips. My arm shook and my fingers twitched, rejecting the urge to curl around the device. I can't. Oh, it's ringing! I snatched the phone from the table and the screen lit up with an incoming spam caller. F you! I quickly declined the call and slouched against the backrest. The radio continued to rattle on. Music station have changed to podcast now. The windows behind me cast a large orange light over my form on the couch. Besides the radio chatter, there was the occasional sound of the fridge, maybe a thump from outside the apartment, but other than the atmosphere isolated me. I caved. I found his number in my contacts and called him. I called him 4 times. Each went straight to voicemail. I texted him. Hey, I know it's been 3 weeks since then. Wanted to tell you I'm okay. Dude, this is so desperate. Don't do this. How have you been? Asher didn't seem too happy that night. Scene. I feared I was going to die. Scene. I probably would have if you hadn't shown up. Scene. Oh, stop it. That had to be tough for you too. Oh, scene. I know you told him you wouldn't talk to me again. Scene. But you mean that? Scene. No, I mean, if that's what you want, but I thought you'd at least tell me goodbye. It's also been seen. Before I knew it, my fingers had minds of my own. I sent every thought to him, coherent or not. I lost track of how many texts I sent, but with each text my chest clenched and my pressure built in my head because I could see that he was reading them. He was seeing them, but he wasn't responding to me. Why won't you respond? Scene. I can see that you are reading them. Scene. Do you really not care about me? Scene. Does 8 months together mean so little to you? Scene. My shoulders shook, my neck tensed, and my teeth gritted. He just kept reading, and not responding. Was he even there? Honestly, I didn't know, but the rage welled up in me the longer he ignored me. Ring. I paused, stunned to see his number pop up on my screen. He actually called me? No, it's Asher. I answered after a few rings. Have you lost your mind? A chill ran down my spine at the tone of his voice. The distant sound of music in the background led me to remember that he'd normally worked a shift at Solar during this time of day. Why haven't you called me, texted me, anything before now? You jumped off the bleeping bridge! I was scared as hell! You were scared? And that kept you from reaching out? Yes, Melrose, you jumped in the lake. I thought you were dead. I hadn't heard from you until now. This is how you come at me? You have Marlowe's number. You didn't bother to reach out to her about it? Haha, so I can just tell her, I think your friend died. He jumped off the Quasimir bridge. Are you serious right now? You're having a good time ignoring the fact that your boyfriend chased me nearly a mile and bleeping half from your apartment with a metal bat, aren't you? I told him to stop. I had the situation under control. You did too much, like you always do. Like I always do? Tell me, I'm listening. No, you're listening for something to get angry at. Not only do you sound like some crazed ex, you're being completely toxic right now. I'm being toxic for wanting to hear that you cared about me? Wow! Do not raise your voice at me. You didn't care at all when Asher was doing it. Stop. I'm not putting up with your behavior anymore. I already have to deal with Asher, and that is enough. So, that's enough for you? What, because he was with you longer? Or is it you're afraid he'd kill your ass if you leave him? Goodbye, Melrose. Live the life you managed to save. Click. The call ended swiftly, and all I could do was stare at my phone. Live the life you managed to save? I snatched the wine cooler bottle from the table, and the next second it was no longer in my hand. Crash! The glass shattered against the wall next to Marlowe's room. My vision blurred, with damp streams spilling down my cheek. He was lying. He just told me anything to sever the relationship. He never mentioned anything like that in the beginning. It was all an excuse, and I couldn't be told otherwise. If I were truly a problem, he would have said so long ago. Oh, he's in denial. The one thing you cannot do is lose hope. Huh? There is bliss in knowing that every person, every being, everything has someone. The unknown beset you with unpleasant feelings inside your heart. This is Dr. Love speaking, by the way. Jealousy, impatience, anxiety, fear. These are all things that are unpleasant for the human mind, but these emotions do not have to be negative. They do not have to be shunned. I implore you to feel them, but if you must, remember that here at Love Life, not only are we equipped to channel Eros fate strings, we are also here to guide you towards a healthy relationship with yourself until you reach your partner. Okay? Eros. I sucked my teeth and stood up from the couch. How do you suck your teeth? Clack. At the same moment, the fountain pen dropped to the floor and rolled towards the entertainment. We have a 90% approval rate in our work. But with it comes the disclaimer that even if we tune the energies of Eros to find your lover, there is a chance that you may not meet them in your lifetime. Oh, that's great. Maybe they're not born yet. That makes no sense at all. However, you may be surprised to hear that the success rate of those who pray to him. We are merely a bridge for those timid and skeptical, but the real magic is in prayer. So, even for a second, you find yourself wanting to test the waters, please try. If not, know that the Love Life Studio has its door open for you. Now then, I will turn this segment over to my colleague. It's all just some cult BS. Eros doesn't care, or maybe he does, but he certainly doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about you. My eyes fell towards the fountain pen on the floor, gleaming under the dim light from the ceiling. Hell, I wouldn't put it past him if he cursed us. The whole family's being cursed with singlehood and dying after love. Ah, Psyche was a beautiful woman who wanted a suitor, and he antagonized her, kept her lonely, scared away of any other potential man that could want her. When she finally lashed out and nearly killed him, his fellow friends and Aphrodite tried to execute her, drove her to run for her life and hide. If she didn't survive, my entire bloodline wouldn't exist. Oh, interesting. If only she had struck him in the heart, maybe she would have killed him. The fountain pen contained a gleam under the light, and my focus landed on the embedded shard. It was his own bow, and the arrow that caused that to happen to him. The fountain pen bears the piece of the arrow she used. What if, for a single moment, I could finish him? What if I had the chance to kill Eros? No, don't do it. Ooh, that was chapter 1, Melrose. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Ooh, Quasimir City Street. Oh, okay, I wasn't fast enough. Thanks for your patience. The traffic is kind of busy today.
Oh, don't worry about it. The morning rush is always difficult, isn't that right, baby? Cool.
Need any help carrying it in? Nah, I'll just use my feet to nudge it. Take care now, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye. That's so cute. I walked back down the steps to my car parked along the sidewalk. Pioneer Express is a delivery service ringing from local restaurants, fast food, and grocery stores. I make my own schedule for what days and what times I'll be working. So long as there are orders lined up in the area, I won't be hurting too much. Obviously, this was temporarily. However, like my love life, I don't have a career either. Besides, sacrifices are given for paying the rent, especially if I won't be getting split with Marlowe anymore. Alright, looks like the next one is fast food pickup. Okay. The other night, insanity kept replaying in my head. Perhaps I had a little too much to drink, maybe. And high hopes for something largely impossible. But it wasn't the first time that I conjured up something bizarre idea, and it wouldn't be the last. However, the idea of using something like Eros as a punching bag was more comforting than cursing at my loved ones. Yeah, Eros is the problem. God of love, my ass. Oh, we're at a bakery. I think this is a bakery. Knocking out a couple more deliveries within the last 2 hours, I took a break and got something to eat. Cashier. Hey, how are you doing? What are you having today, Rose boy? Breakfast sandwich special and a chai latte. Cool. Will that be all? Yeah. Here's your total. Let me get your receipt. And your order will be ready shortly, man. Yep, we'll be ready. Ooh, let's get our food. The blue of the sky could fool anyone into believing it was a hot summer day, but the air was as cold as early winter. The outside eatery of the cafe wasn't as packed compared to the inside. The birds chirped and the car honked in the distance. City life may not be nature friendly here, but the morning were the best time to relax and enjoy it. Surely they will have a pedal latte cafe where Marlowe lives. Esmond couldn't possibly let her down in that department. If not, that just meant pop-ups from Marlowe driving 104 miles to eat at this cafe would become a common route. 104 miles! Oh my god, no, I don't think she'll do that. I tried to draw up some designs while I ate. I figured I'd start keeping the pen with me again after yesterday. Something to think about my parents through. Past a numberable amount of scribbles and scratches up papers were various intricately designed tattoos. Ooh, they're nice. When most people saw them, the first thing they asked was if I was a tattoo artist, and I would say no. It's just a fond hobby, given I like to get them, even if sometimes leaving me feeling regretted. Now it's time to figure out what'll change this one to be. Oh, here's the moment. They're gonna do it. Oh, huh? What's happening? I looked up from the page and caught sight of a couple some tables away, hands clasped and leaning towards each other. Right before their lips touch, the cashier from inside calls their order number, and one gets up to retrieve it. "Aw, I was sure they'd finally kiss." The voice was loud and clear, but no one seemed to register it at all. I looked back over my shoulder to get a glimpse of who the onlooker might have been. What I saw was nothing I'd imagined. Oh! Hello. Oh boy. It's definitely gonna happen today. They're a little shy, but hey, they just have to get into the right mood. Who are you? A large, bulky male with a sunlit smile and some strange getup practically towered behind me. If nothing else bizarre about his appearance alarmed me, it was the big angelic wings that protruded from his lower. Is that Cupid? Is that Cupid? Oh my god, don't tell me that's Cupid. I'll just wait a little and see how the rest goes. Oh, right, this guy's drawing. I can see you. At the very moment he cast his gaze down and our eyes met, his eyes fluttered and flicked about when he registered I was looking at him. As if to make sure that he was right, he leaned closer, to which I leaned back. Wait, can he see me? Hello? No bleep, I can see you. Ah! Hey, hold up! Come back! Come back! He tried to turn and make a run for it. I caught onto a small cluster of his feathers. Ow! Stop! You'll rip them! Don't rip them. A strike to my arm sent me spinning to the ground with a couple dislodged feather in my hand. Wait! From the cautious looks around me, my suspicions grew by the second, but I couldn't afford to worry about that. I hurriedly collected my things and chased after him. Get that angel! The chase led me up the rooftop of some apartments, where I found him shyly watching me as I joined him. Despite his enormous size, something about him felt innocent and cute. I snorted, feeling humored. Are you done running now? I can't believe that you're able to see me. Like, really, really able to see me. Yeah, I can see all your muscular greatness. Did my invisibility cloak fall? That can't be right. The couple and everyone else would have certainly seen me too. Are you a human? Pretty sure I'm 100% human, but what are you? Me, I'm Cupidine. Cupidine? Hi, Cupidine. A Cupid? You mean the little angel baby with a bow and arrow? No. Is that what humans think we look like? Close enough, but I'm sort of not a baby, obviously. You are not. His face reddened at my suggestive agreement, but he carried on as he had before. It's cool that you can see me. I mean, it's not like humans couldn't if I just allowed them to, but we're not really supposed to cause that may complicate stuff. How so? If humans could, tell that we're Cupids, they'd be more likely to harass us while we're working. Scouting Cupids have a duty to ensure they match all their assigned pairs per day. So we can't afford to let them see us. The other thing, anyway, matchmaking is important and needs a few distractions as possible. So what were you doing? I was checking in on my lovely pairs. I'd like to see if they're doing well and monitor their happiness. Oh, that's nice. Oh, how sweet. An irritation festered in my chest, thinking about a set of love-granting angels flying around, making everyone happy, except for you. But not me. We just do what we can. Are you looking to fall in love with someone too? The way his eyes glistened as he asked me made my brow sweat. I couldn't hold his eye contact. I fixed my lips to deny him, but like a devil's whisper, the thought of Eros and my fountain pen seemed to entice me enough. Perhaps. I haven't had much luck with my love life these years. Aw. No way, that's absolutely sucks. Then please, pray to Eros. I'll be able to help you find your match then. Do we really have the right to go shooting people willy-nilly? But if your name pops up in the matchmaking pool, that'll give me permission to find you a partner without trouble. Is it really that simple? Yeah, it's how we functioned for merits now. Okay, that's wonderful. It disgusted me how far Eros asked I have to be to get him to acknowledge my cries enough to send one of his little errand boys before me. If it were that easy, why have I failed so much until now? He had to have cursed me, denied me, blocked me out. You're blocked. There's no way it was ever that simple for me. And right now, I find it hard to even accept such a dumb little attempt at handout. F that. Tell me your name. I'll look out for it when you pray and make sure that I'm the one to grab it. Melrose Figueroa. Figueroa. Okay, Melrose, Melly, I'll commit your name to memory. He closed the distance between us and took my hand, clasping it between his own. It was so tiny within his hold that I felt self-conscious. Given you're my first human friend, I'll do everything I can for you. Don't worry about a thing, okay? Oh, they're friends already. Okay. A friend deserves to know the other's name, duh. How could I forget that? I'm so sorry, Melly. What did we... Oh, Icardi. Ah! From now on, just call me Icardi. Icardi the scouting Cupid. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is really all mine. Actually, I hate to leave though. I only had a little free time in between. If you have to go, then you have to go. I have to work to get back to too. So you're not alone. Thank Olympus. Not about the whole you and I busy thing, but that it won't be rude to just honestly. How silly can you get? Aw, he's cute. I'll leave before I fumble my next exit any further. Bye. Up, up and away. With that, he flexed his large pair of wings and catapulted into the air with great speed. A pink-hearted shaped tear formed in the sky, and he disappeared into it, taking all signs of this exchange even existing with him. Icardi, huh? Assuming I haven't gone even more insane than I am, he's cute! A new Pioneer Express requested chimed from my phone, and I left the rooftop along with the bizarre experience behind. Interesting! Interesting! So we met a new character. And that is where I'm gonna end the video. So we've just met, I think, one of our potential dateable characters, and oh my gosh, he is so adorable. It took some time to get into this visual novel, but I do think this is gonna have some interesting developments. But yeah, this one is just out on Steam. It's called To Kill Eros, and yeah, let me know, what did you think of it? Are you gonna grab it as well? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I say miss you, love you, bye bye.